My name is Dominic Guerrera. I'm here representing the golden age of trucking. My brother Dick's dream of a lifetime. At the present time, he has 6 trucks here at this show. We have a 1974 Dodge Bighorn that was driven here by Mrs. Marshall. Lady that's great behind the wheel of a vehicle. One is very rare. It's also a Dodge diesel. My brother was very knowledgeable in trucks, and he's the one that wanted to start this museum. It's been a lifetime dream. The museum is going to be in Middlebury, Connecticut, right off of 84 at exit 16.
If you sit in this seat, you get bugs in your face.
My name is David Qualls. My family and I drove this 1936 International Wayne Body School Bus from Allgood, Tennessee here to Kansas City to the ATHS show, 775 miles. It was a good trip. We only have a 10-gallon tank, so we have to stop pretty often to buy gas. Had to stop and buy gas in lower part of Missouri from a farmer. We got low. We just had to stop and buy some from a farmer on the side of the road. We didn't have much trouble though. You know, it doesn't look very much, but it runs pretty good, so we had a good time.
I'm Doug Andrews. My wife and I, Lois, own Toronto Vintage Vehicles, and we bought this vehicle for the film industry. We bought it in Alaska and we scheduled it so that we could pick it up in Seattle and bring it here to Kansas City to the ATHS, and now we're on our way back home to Toronto. It's a great trip, I'll tell you, being 14.3 high. In fact, we even had problem getting in the show building. It took 55 robust members to get on the bus to help us to get in, and we need about 60 to get out because we touched on the way in. But we're sure enjoying the show here in Kansas City and look forward to seeing you in Syracuse because we'll be definitely there with this bus there. See you then. Thank you.
I'm Tom Hutchins, and with my brother Ron, we own this 1949 15M Federal, which we drove here from Akron, Ohio, which is about 850 some miles. It was originally sold by our father in 1949, who was a federal dealer in Lincoln, Nebraska, to Nebraska Wesleyan University. He got the truck back about 20 years later, started a restoration, and after he passed away, Ron and I purchased the truck from the estate and have continued the restoration.
My name is Kevin. I'm out of Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. I brought my Ford truck here named Matilda. I drove to Joplin, Missouri, picked up a 1950 Great Dane trailer, come up here to Kansas City to the show, and just enjoying myself and heading to Phoenix tomorrow morning.
Tom Amadusi. I'm from Cedar Knolls, New Jersey. I'm an old truck restorer and hobbyist, and we brought a truck out here 1,200 miles to the show, a 1935 Mack, chain drive AC Mack with a body on it for a Jetty Rock truck, just recently restored. I accompanied my friend who built the truck, and we brought it out here, and we're having a great time at the show. A good example of the trucking hobby is we'll see people that will walk up to a truck and start to smile, and you say, I remember when my father drove that truck like that. And he brought it home when I was a little kid, and I went for a ride with Dad. And the truck meant an awful lot to me. And now that I'm able to find my way in life, I'd like to find a truck like that so I could restore a truck like Dad's and bring back my memory of Dad and my fond memories of my youth. We're all trying to relive our youth, and it was a great time in people's lives. So they'll find a truck that was just like Dad's or just like their Uncle Joe or somebody they knew down the street, and they will purchase the truck. We've got a gentleman here that just bought a truck from a man that's been driving for over 45 years, the same truck. And he's taken that truck from one extreme to the other, and the truck is, he retired and he sold the truck to a collector, and the gentleman's going to keep the legacy alive, and that's what it's all about. We come together with a lot of camaraderie. We've got a lot of good friends here. We meet people from year to year here. We're getting to grow old with people here. So we do like the hobby, and we have fun with it. And our trucks become part of us. They become like members of the family. And when we part with them, we part with tears in our eyes. But our wives don't always feel that way. But we have a lot of wives here. If you notice, there's a lot of wives and families here for the show. We make it a family affair, and that helps bring it all together. We find that the trucks are bonding to our families. We have new generations coming up. The families come to these shows. The boys come to the shows. The little girls come to the shows. And they grow up around each other. My sons are 24 years old and 17 years, and they've been involved in truck shows since they were infants. And they each have their own trucks, as a matter of fact. And they didn't come to this show because of the distance, but they'll be at all our East Coast shows with me. So it's just a wonderful family affair. That's what makes it so great. We've got great people here and great friends.